Hello, it's Tom from X Team, and I just wanted to create a video for those of you that wanted to refresh your memories on how to build forms on WordPress, and specifically for our microsites. So the first thing to make sure is that we are on the dashboard of the correct microsite that we want to be building the form for. So today we're going to be using the training website, and so we're making sure that we're on the correct dashboard. Just check by the URL up the top if you're a bit lost with that. And so then we go down to forms. And this opens up a page where we're able to see all the forms that have been built previously, or whether they're still to be edited or not. All the forms that have been created for this microsite. So we can see up here that we've got one for Grandparents' Day, and Matt has done a demo form for us as well. So if you're wanting to create a brand new one, just hit Add New. We just type in the title. You can add a description for that as well. And then when we hit Create Form, it'll take us into the builder for that form. And it'll look something like this, but I'm just going to go into the Grandparents' Day. This is one I've built just previously for us, and I'm going to jump into Edit It just because I think it'll be a bit quicker than starting a new one. But when you jump into one, it'll be blank on this left-hand side, and you'll have all the fields that are available for you to build out the form on the right-hand side here. Okay, so I've created this form, Grandparents' Day, and this is pretty obvious for what it is for. But how I've done this one, I thought the first thing I needed to collect all the info was the name of the grandparent. So that's in advanced fields, and I've just used the name tag for this one. So that's added a new one down here. Okay, and so then in this, we can open this up. We can edit the label of this this part of the form. So editing this changes it up the top here as well. So we want to keep that in. We can add in sub-labels to these, and also click whether this is a required part of the form, which I believe it is for this. There's also other things. We can go into different placeholders and edit some different settings in there. So if you wanted to go a bit more advanced, you can jump into that and do that. Next one, email. This one just created by pressing the email button here. Again, you can jump into this one and write a bit more of a description about it. Again, I've clicked that it's required. We'll go into appearances, and I thought for this one that it probably would be worth having a placeholder in this one. And as you see, as I've typed that, that's just come in behind here, just in that light grey color, right there. So that can be edited there as well. We've got a phone number. Again, that's just added by clicking on phone, so that they can just enter digits in that one. Now we go into more. This is more name ones. Name of grandchild. Possible thing that they could have more than one grandchild at the school. So you can have name of grandchild again if required. And at your will, you can just copy this and paste it, duplicate it just by pressing this button. So if you feel like 3 children is pretty average, then you can just do 3 of them, or you might be like, they've got 6 kids, so let's create 6 places. So you can do as many of those ones as you can. This one is just a drop-down menu. By selecting on the standard, the drop-down, I just thought it'd be nice. Maybe they're happening on the same day, Grandparents' Day across all campuses, so it'd be nice to know which campus that they're attending. So you can fill in the title there, and then also the different options here. And if need be, you can go to bulk and just start typing in. So if there was one on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, which I'm sure there should be, you can add that one there. Okay. And then also we've got a time one as well. So that's another advanced one here. And that's just asking, please let us know your time of arrival. another one that we might want to do for this one is a drop down, just asking the question, would you like to attend our complimentary afternoon tea? Okay, and our choices for this one are yes and no. Okay, and then we can get rid of the other option there. I don't think this one is required, so that one for me is all done, and we can just update that form. Okay, so then this form is created. So going back into the forms, we've now edited that one. So this was our updated one, and Matt's one is there as well. Now, if you wanted to put this onto a page that you want to build, what we do is we go into Pages. If you're wanting it to be a form by itself on a page, the best way to do that is by adding a brand new page. Let's say Grandparents' Day, and then if you haven't seen the video of adding blocks, you can see that one by Rob, but we're going to add a new block here, and we can search for forms on this one, and this is just the one that we use, which is Gravity Forms, and we'll be using for the school website. So click on this, it just creates this block here, and then we can actually go in and select the form that we want to use. Okay, so we can see that that's added that in there, and it's got all of our information, all of our updated questions in there as well. Now you might see that when we create a form, it asks us to give a title, and that's required. And so it's a bit weird though that on a page with the title right there, it looks funny having it right underneath there as well. So we can just come along to the right hand side, and we can do a few more edits over here. So let's just get rid of that title. Okay, and so let's preview that one now. Okay, and that's looking quite nice on there as well. Probably a few too many name of grandchildren, but we can edit that according to however many that we wish. Okay, the only other thing that I want to touch on, in forms, is possibly the reason for using these forms. And as I said, it's Grandparents' Day, but again, this is an intranet type of thing, so I'm not sure how much access the grandparents will have to this. So I don't know if this is the right place for them to have this form. But you might be using things like you may want a student to, if they need to apply for an extension for an assessment, then you can build a form out for that as well, with their name and then their class year. And then you might have a required part of it is that they need to have a paragraph of stating why they need this extension to a certain amount of words. So there's lots of options, and it really depends on what the reason is that you want to build that form. But hopefully this video has been helpful, and let us know if you've got any questions.